The following segment is sponsored by the Utah Restaurant Association. Are you craving a taste of Paris? This Utah bakery offers freshly baked goods and delicious breakfasts that are très bien. Let's take a look.
Taste Utah Bites. We are on Fresh Living, coming to you from Park City. We're at Union Patisserie, which is a beautiful bakery. I'm sitting here with restaurateur Galen Zamarra. Galen, thank you so much for having us.
Of course, our pleasure.
I mean, we were sitting down a few weeks ago at Le Depot, which is another one of your beautiful restaurants. And here we are, just tucked in behind Le Depot. Will you let people know how to get here?
Sure, we're right on Main Street, as you said, at Main and Heber.
Yes.
So it's sort of the crossroads, right, to Old Town.
Yes.
And we're in what probably no one knows is called the Union Plaza, but it's the Union Plaza, which is named because back in the day when Le Depot Brasserie was the train station, the train depot for the Union Pacific Railroad.
Yes.
This was known as the Union Plaza.
I mean, I love it.
That's the inspiration behind the name. And
Galen, born and raised in Utah, had no idea. I love it when you can learn something new, and it's so cool that you're honoring the heritage and history of Park City.
Well, I mean, that's probably one of the, besides the skiing, what makes Park City so great.
Yeah.
And what people come to. There's just all the history and stories that are part of it, and these buildings are part of it too.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You'd almost be silly not to recognize it. It's
so
great.
Special. And then you're telling us another story through food, which we always love. So Union has beautiful pastries and baked goods that we'll get into in our next segment, but right now we're talking savory.
Yeah. So our patisserie sort of has multiple elements.
Okay, love it. Yes.
You know, certainly coffee is a big part of it, and coffee is something that I am, you know, sort of fanatical about too. So,
love that.
And I think it gives us an opportunity to really focus on a little bit more of a European take on coffee. So we're much more focused on the espresso and the espresso drinks.
Oh, I love that.
And the things that go with coffee. So again, that's more on the pastry side of things. But then, you know, we also are more of an all-day affair. So we're open from 7 a.m. in the morning, 7 p.m. at night.
I love that.
It's a place where you can come and get your grab-and-go savory breakfasts or sweets. You can get a nice lunch. We have salads, sandwiches, crepes, which is something very fun. This is our ham and cheese crepe. And then we also have a wine and beer license. And so now we have little sort of aperitifs to go with that, which is, as an example, our sardines with the little toast. Well, which is great. Good. And you know, here, so you know, due to our fun Utah laws here, we have to run a very unique sort of program here. So our wines and beers are going to be things that are just small. So half bottles, cans, single serve sort of things.
It's phenomenal, and it really does. It has that sort of like après-ski vibe, or just like lazy summer afternoon. And it really is. You're coming here, you're enjoying some small bites, a little nosh. You're creating this inclusive environment that feels posh and fun, but still accessible. And I just have to say, you've got to get up to Union Patisserie. Enjoy yourself, savory, sweet. We're gonna check in with Cassidy, your executive pastry chef, a little later in the week, so you're gonna want to tune in there. I'm also gonna invite you to taste Utah with us every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. KUTV2. We're tasting the state. Just cheers, Galen. We're so lucky to have you.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.